Good afternoon, class. My name is Archaeological. I am once again very pleased to come before your presence once again. Of course, behind me here, we have history. I remember it's just a continuation on the same topic that we have been looking at for the past 3 weeks now. So we are going to just recap on some of the things that I explained last time. From there, then I will continue. So I remember last time I said farming, how farming spread from Egypt to central and southern part of Africa. And if you can recall very well, I said the reason why, I gave you 3 reasons why farming could not reach central and southern Africa quicker than was expected. Number 1, I said there were thick forests between central and the central and the eastern part of Africa. There were thick forests and the jungles, which had a lot of disadvantages on the people who were supposed to move. Then too, I also mentioned something like the climate in terms of conditions wasn't favorable for the journeys to be made. Then let me put a few things. Besides that, Central Africa is really very far from the so-called Egypt. If you can see, and when you look at the map of Africa, you may discover that what I'm saying is the truth. Egypt is far on the northern part of Africa compared to southern and central Africa. And so for the knowledge of farming to have moved from Egypt quicker than was expected to central southern, it took a long time because of the distance. Okay? So, because of the distance. Let me now write something to say farming, so you understand. Farming reaches. It's on the same thing I'm explaining here. Reaches. Farming reaches central and southern Africa. I hope and trust you and I are moving at the same pace and on the same page. Okay. Central and southern Africa. Central farming reaches central and southern Africa. Okay. This will be my subheading. So some of the reasons I said them already. So I said central Africa. Central Africa was far. Okay? Central Africa, even today, is very far away from Egypt, where the knowledge had started from. Where the knowledge of what? Farming. From Egypt. I hope and trust you are following me and you are enjoying the lesson with me. So these are just recaps or revisions over what I taught you. Then the tropical rainforests and the swamps. Okay, the tropical rainforests and the swamps of Central Africa made it difficult for people to move between there and North Africa. I will write this one, it's also cardinal. The rainforests, the tropical. So this is just more like I said there. This is the last point over the revisions or on the revisions. The tropical rainforests. The tropical rainforests. These were places which were with high temperatures. The tropical rainforests and swamps of Central Africa and the swamps of Central Africa. Made it difficult. All right, made it difficult to move, all right, for people to move between there and North Africa. So these are the same reasons, don't you worry. I think you can now connect, all right? So these are the reasons. If someone asked you to say, why was it difficult, or why did it take long for the knowledge of farming, to reach Central and Southern Africa from Egypt, where it had started, of course, on the continent of Africa. These are among the reasons that we talked about. Then, I said there were even diseases. Because of the climatic conditions which were bad, I said diseases also made it difficult for people to move. Are we together? Now, when we reach there, the other, I can say an addition, right? An addition. Central Africa had plenty of food. I'll give you examples. This one is an addition, such as game, wild fruit, and many more. Now, what do I mean here? As you can see, Central Africa had a lot of animals here. So the people who were here, who lived here, had a lot of chances of hunting those animals and feeding on the same animals. And so they did not really have to worry so much on the so-called civilizations, to start cultivating the land and to learn new things from other people. They were comfortable with the kind of life that they were leading because of the availability of foodstuffs such as have mentioned here: game, the meat from the animals, wild fruit, they could collect and gather fruit from the bushes which were around such places. So these are the reasons why it was difficult for them to start looking at other things that they could venture into in order to improve their lifestyles. I think you may understand there. Then, in terms of now, when it reached Zambia, I will say, so how? That's now the question. The question now will come. So if these could be the reasons now, so how? How did? This is the question we should now ask ourselves. How did farming eventually spread to Central and Southern Africa? If these reasons I've given here were the reasons, how did then farming reach Central? So I've said today I will talk more Central and Southern Africa. Please, you must move with me so that we move together and not waste time. Okay. How then did the knowledge of farming, that's what we are trying to say in terms of language, if you have not understood how it is written here. But I trust you, my learners, you are there to understand. So now, how then, if these are the reasons, now how then did this knowledge penetrate or come to be here in Central and Southern Africa? Okay. I'll explain. So the Nile Valley development of farming soon reached East Africa. So after this knowledge had reached Africa, let's say the East Africa, we mentioned certain nations like Sudan, which was called Kushi, the Agjam, which is called now Ethiopia. Ethiopia is the current name, then Aksha is the former name. Are we together? I hope you are trusting me, or I hope you are following me. So after the knowledge had reached this part of Africa, the so-called East Africa, this is what happened now. From there, the traders, are we together? The traders who gradually made contact with the people from Central Africa. Are we together? So these traders, they were able to make some contact with the people from the Central and Southern Africa. Now, what happened as they made those contacts, or such contacts with these people from Central and Southern Africa, the traders themselves brought with them the art, meaning the knowledge, the art of iron smelting as well as farming. So I'm trying to tell you that as these traders, so this is what happened. From Egypt, I'm just speaking it this way, from Egypt, so you understand, to East Africa. Let me write properly so you understand and see clearly. To East Africa. Traders came into contact or in contact. Are we together? Let me write it properly. I want to summarize it, but I want to write it in a language which will make you understand. Okay? Came in contact with people from Central, Southern Africa, bringing with them, right, art of iron smelting. I'll write from here where there is enough space. Iron smelting and farming. Please don't misunderstand me, don't misquote me. I'm trying to say these people who came from Central, who came from North Africa after reaching East Africa here. From East Africa, they had some contact with the people from the Central and Southern Africa. And after reaching there, after making some contacts with them, they had to teach them how to smelt the iron in order to make the tools such as farming tools and the weapons for defense purposes. And then the same tools which were called farming tools were used for cultivating the land and doing other kinds of works during cultivation time, even during farming season, so to say. Now, as we continue, I want you to understand better. Evidence of Iron Age farming activities has been found at Zambia. Now, we are trying now to connect that as it reached Central and Southern Africa, it will have, that's the time I think it reached even Zambia, because Zambia is in Central Southern Africa. So they are saying now, evidence of Iron Age farming activities has been found at Zambian archaeological sites. In Zambia now. Evidence, proof of iron, all right, evidence of Iron Age farming, meaning farmers who used tools made out of iron, all right, found in Zambia at sites. Of course, the only way to find out about these things is to use the so-called archaeological, also should I say archaeology, the art of history called archaeology, the study of ancient remains, okay, through digging up of the materials from the ground. Then you make detections which means you go through examinations, evidence. That's how the evidence was found. So sites such as Isamu Party of Southern Africa in Kalomo. Isamu Party. Of Kalomo. Or simply say in Kalomo. Kalundu. And right here, Ingombe. Ilede. Full stop. So in Zambia here, they are saying there was evidence of these people. So this evidence is enough for everyone who understands this so-called farming, the spread of farming into Central Southern Africa, to understand that really through this evidence, it proves a point to say after East Africa, knowledge of farming had reached Zambia. I hope and trust you are following me. So now, this Ingombe Ilede, I'll put in brackets something that will make you understand. It means, okay? It means, I'll put like this, the sleeping cow. The sleeping cow in Siavonga. Okay, I hope and trust you have picked 1, 2, 3, or 4 things about this so-called the spread of farming from Middle East to other parts of the world, including Zambia. So this is how farming spread from there to this part. Now, just to extend a bit over what I've done, because I've finished already on this one. Now, these people, the first Bantu group to have settled in Zambia, I want you to see where the Kalomo Iron Age farmers. These people are Tonga, okay? In Southern Africa. In Southern Province, rather. We're talking about Zambia. Southern Province. Please understand this. Why did these people settle here? Because, okay, someone might ask you, because the land here was fertile. Good climatic conditions, and sufficient or enough rainfall. Enough rainfall. These are the reasons why the people who first entered Zambia with the knowledge of farming settled there in Kalomo. In those places we have talked about from here. I wanted you to be sure or assured that this knowledge could be explained even more than that. Thank you for having me in History for today. Till next time, just remember we are continuing. So God bless you. Bye-bye for now.